lot of talking points on the Newshour tonight. First, of course, is Ashok Chavan getting a ticket. Completely shocking. How could Rahul Gandhi actually do that after taking the kind of position that he had? That's point number one. Point number two, Rajnath Singh cracks the whip. Is it too little, too late? But going back to the Congress party, what an acute embarrassment. Sanjay Jha joins the debate. My first question goes to him. Nirmala Sitharaman with me in the studio, and Hartosh Singh Bal, welcome. Sanjay, must be so embarrassing, isn't it, that your party's own candidate chickens out in the election against Narendra Modi? The person who you select through the process that Rahul Gandhi decided of primaries chickens out, gets scared about fighting Narendra Modi. How did this happen?
In fact, the answer is completely to the contrary, Arnab. We want to defeat Mr. Modi in his hometown, in his home state rather. And that's the reason why Mr. Mistry, he's, by the way, not an unknown, just because he's not, myself, politician who gives 100 speeches and, kind of keeps, having a fake follower on social media. Mr. Mistry is, by the way, leading our campaign in Uttar Pradesh along with other stalwarts of the party. So Mr. Mistry coming down to fight him in Vadodara, I think is a message to Mr. Modi that we are coming to fight him and defeat him in Gujarat.
No,
point number one.
The message
point number
is,
two,
Sanjay Jha, the message is that the person who has fought the elections through a primary, the message is, Sanjay, that the person who has fought the election through the process that Rahul Gandhi wanted is your city unit president, wins a party primary, introduced by Rahul Gandhi, says, I am too weak to take on Narendra Modi. I mean, what's the message there? Nirmala Sitharaman, your quick comment on this breaking news story which came in about half-past 8.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that. Supposing if I...
Primaries, as you raised, is very, very important that that which was touted as bringing in inner-party democracy threw up the best candidate possible from the city, and therefore he was chosen and given the ticket. Here we go. We have the Congress High Command saying you withdraw, which means they themselves very clearly denying their own process which they set into motion. But more importantly here, Mistry, who's come in his place, is somebody who lost his election in Sabarkantha, and knowing very well this person is not going to be able to win, he has been sent over to Rajya Sabha. Now he comes back again to do a fighting.
So you're not buying that line that this is a strategic move?
Not at all. Second, it is a pre-planned and premeditated affair, because look at the way it has happened. Here in Vadodara, when this candidate is holding his press conference, not just about finishing, you have the announcement in Delhi about Madhusudan Mistry, and more importantly, the Congress party has insulted all the Dalits. Narendra Rawat is a Dalit candidate. Is the Congress party telling us that a Dalit is not good enough to take on a very strong Prime Minister?
Why are you giving a caste angle to this? What's the caste angle to this?
He is a Dalit, and you made it very clear that by withdrawing this person who didn't come as a Dalit, he won in the primaries and he came as per the Congress party's argument.
Nirmala Sitharaman is playing some
through a general
politics on your
selection,
television
and
channel
here we go. The party thinks that he is unfit to even contest against him. He can't take on a prime ministerial candidate. The Congress party's message to the entire country is that they would want only a selected candidate and not somebody who came
I just want to place on record tonight so that people who are joining in the debate at this point understand what we are talking about. I just want to place the story in context once again for our viewers. Sanjay Jha, just a minute. In a dramatic, unexpected move, about 1 hour back, we get the news that the Congress party candidate against Narendra Modi decides not to fight the election, says, I am too weak to take on Narendra Modi, put up somebody else. This is despite the fact that he fought the primaries and won it. He says, I can't fight Narendra Modi. Then a person who has lost the elections in 2009, a political lightweight called Madhusudan Mistry, who is close to Rahul Gandhi, says, I am going to take on Narendra Modi. Was this, come on, tell me today, Sanjay Jha,
one last question
what was going on? Please reveal the fact tonight. Very few people believe there was any strategy in this. Your candidate against Narendra Modi ran away. He ran away from the contest.
Or was he made to run away?
Well, let me tell you, if our candidate ran away, why is the BJP spokesperson sounding so disturbed, anxious and upset? Because I can tell you, Mr. Mistry is going to be not just a formidable opponent for Mr. Modi, he is in all probability going to defeat him in the election. Mr. Mistry, by the way, has got an extremely strong track record. I would recommend people to go and read it even on Wikipedia as the most easiest accessible source of information. And he is, like they have their own Mr. Amit Shah leading the campaign. Mr. Mistry has done all the groundwork for Uttar Pradesh, and we all know how critical Uttar Pradesh is. So let not the BJP worry about our strategy. I think it's clearly working. And I think that's a real message that we want to send out to you, and wait for the announcement of the candidate for Banaras as well.
Okay, I think the BJP accepts that. We should move on. I think the BJP accepts that, and we move on, therefore. You accept that argument.
No, one question here. What is the role of Sri Ahmad Patel in all this? Who's much senior to Madhusudan Mistry, who's a Gujarat representative. It is a concern for us. It is a concern for us, because if after primaries you're withdrawing a candidate and you're bringing a candidate who had lost the last election, I also would want to understand Madhusudan Mistry, who is concentrating in Gujarat, and Sri Ahmad Patel, who has been in Gujarat, and a man who is very close to the decision making, central parties imposing a state.
Why does Rahul Gandhi keep changing his mind? The question is very simple.
Mr. Modi has got trapped
Rahul Gandhi
and the BJP knows it.
Sanjay Jha.
So that system of primaries has fallen flat on its face.
Why does Rahul Gandhi keep changing his mind? He can't even make up his mind about Ashok Chavan. Should we move to the next debate? Hartosh?
Well, let me tell you.
Before I begin
1 minute, let me answer. The primaries of Mr. Gandhi is the most novel experiment in participatory democracy in India. It has worked, and we as a party,
which is why it's so novel, Sanjay Jha, that Rahul Gandhi wants to choose people selected through the process into the electoral dustbin.
Modi and his party
it is so novel.
Why is Mr. Modi's spokesperson so paranoid about what could be the consequence of facing Mr. Mistry?
Paranoid? I've asked you 4 questions for you to answer, Mr. Sanjay Jha. Paranoid? I'm very impressed by that word. Paranoid? You're telling me that your favorite vice president's experiment has fallen flat on its face. No, listen to me for a minute. Listen to me. If you think your system is working, why would you want to impose a candidate on Vadodara now?
He's cornered in
Please go ahead with your primaries.
You might have your prime ministerial candidate losing both his parliamentary Lok Sabha seats.
Don't talk simultaneously. Answer my questions.
Rahul Gandhi said to the people of India many things which impressed quite a few. And one question is, Sanjay, 1 minute. Sanjay, let's get it. Sanjay, you see, now you're going to keep saying that the Congress candidate didn't run away. The BJP is going to say the Congress candidate ran away. You're going to say...
No, he was asked to quit. Okay. He was asked to quit, and other candidate is getting imposed.
Well,
so your primaries are being denied by your own system. So therefore, Rahul Gandhi, please come out and tell us what has happened. In your own party, nobody wants to buy your primaries.
Run away from
and Sri Ahmad Patel and also Madhusudan Mistry will have to now explain why are they imposing a candidate on Vadodara's Congress cadres.
Okay, so, now,
Sanjay Jha, very clearly,
Nirmala ji, please don't worry about our own internal inner party issues. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about our internal party issues. The Congress party has got its very nice, mature, intelligent way of looking at its inner party issues. We don't need your advice. We don't need your input. So please, why did you reserve that opinion for yourself? Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Sanjay Jha, let's begin the big debate today. Bhartosh Singh Bal, Nirmala Sitharaman pulling out more papers as the debate gets more intense. Ashok Chavan, it was said, will never get a ticket. What did Rahul Gandhi say? I don't agree with the decision to cover up for Ashok Chavan. What did Rahul Gandhi tell me, Sanjay Jha? You remember, Hartosh remembers what Rahul Gandhi told me when we had that little chat on the 27th of January. He said, we will not allow the corrupt to get tickets. We want to change politics in this country in a way that has not been seen before. And Hartosh, today, after all that chest thumping, the tainted and corrupt Ashok Chavan gets rewarded for loyalty and being a member of a dynasty
let me
by the Congress party by getting a Lok Sabha ticket. What's the message in your view? 1 second, Sanjay. What's the message? We'll debate this. I know you'll try and argue technically today. What's the message Rahul Gandhi has sent out? Hartosh.
The message is pretty clear, and I think it can be summed up in 2 simple words. One is that Rahul Gandhi's leadership and the Congress are betraying clear signs of hypocrisy and of desperation. Hypocrisy when you took the moral high ground on the few achievements you can boast of, my primaries, my act against corruption. Both have failed, and he individually is responsible for reversing both those positions. And the second is the desperation. They are so afraid of not being able to pick up any seats anywhere in the country that it doesn't matter who their candidate is. If it gives them
on.
half a chance on half a seat, they are willing to take it.
Come on.
Why did Rahul
can I
Gandhi try to
respond to
fool
Mr.
the people
Bal,
of
please,
India,
Arnab?
Sanjay Jha? Why did he try to do that when eventually he was planning to give Ashok Chavan a ticket? Why betray people's trust?
Well, I'm going to... Okay, let me give you a very straightforward answer. All the issues concerning Mr. Ashok Chavan that you have been debating on your channel and everything else is in the public domain. The investigations by the CBI, issues of the court relating to the Adarsh, allotment issue is all in the public domain. We in the Congress party are fully aware of it. Now, let me make 2 points here to you very, very clearly. Number one is the technical point, that as per law, there is nothing that prohibits Mr. Ashok
I knew
Chavan
you will
from
argue
fighting the
technically
election
because,
as of
on an
today.
issue of propriety,
Also,
you
the
have no
second
answer.
point.
This was
I
an
haven't
issue
finished.
of propriety,
I haven't
Sanjay
finished.
Jha.
I haven't
a man
finished. No,
who has
I
done
haven't
a
finished.
quid pro quo
Arnab,
in
I
the
haven't
scam
finished.
to gain himself,
One last point.
get himself private
One
profit
last
by
point.
misusing the name of Kargil.
Arnab,
war
one last
widows.
point.
Please don't argue
Arnab,
technically. Please today at least
Arnab, one last
remember
point.
what Rahul Gandhi,
The
your own
second
leader,
point
said
that
3
you
months
need
back.
to recognize that if
Don't. Do you remember what Rahul Gandhi
Mr.
said 3
Gandhi
months
is
back?
consistent, and let me explain to you the second point. You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. What is the second point? If the senior people in the party have taken a decision to feed Mr. Chavan from Nanded, what does it mean? Tomorrow, as per the laws in the country,
What do you mean senior
the
people in the
Supreme Court
party?
law
And what
says
is
that if
Rahul
somebody
Gandhi, a
gets
junior
convicted,
member of
they
the
get
Congress party?
automatically. Can I answer?
One second.
If
Rahul Gandhi
tomorrow
is not a
Mr.
child in the Congress party
Chavan, if
that you
Mr.
always
Chavan
scoop
were
off
to
the
be
shoulders of others and
convicted,
say,
he will stand
why are you covering up for Rahul
automatically
Gandhi?
disqualified.
Is he not the vice
Now,
president of the
if
Congress
we are
party?
taking that
What do you
risk,
mean by
can I
saying seniors
speak
of
to
the
you?
Congress party took that
Arnab
decision?
Goswami, you have just
seniors
had a
took a
wonderful
decision.
holiday. Take a deep breath. Let me finish. Can I finish for a second?
No,
Arnab?
don't
I'm
worry
just
about
letting
my
second
holiday.
over to
I am
you
asking you
and to
about
your
the
esteemed
holiday that
panel.
you promised to send Ashok
so let me
Chavan on.
explain.
My question to you once again is
So
this.
I am
Did
answering the
Rahul Gandhi
question.
say or not that he does not
Okay,
agree?
go ahead.
No,
You
answer
finish,
my
I'll
question, Sanjay Jha. Did Rahul Gandhi say or not that he does not agree with the decision to try and give a cover up for Ashok
Yes,
Chavan when he was
I
asked the
agree with
decision
you.
about the use of the governor's powers
I agree with
and
you.
an
We have
advice
not
being
covered
given
up.
by the cabinet? Is it
We
true
have
or
not
not
covered
that
him up.
Rahul Gandhi
We
in a
have
live
not tried
nationally
to
televised
cover him
press
up at
conference
all.
said that he disagrees with any attempt to cover up for Ashok Chavan, that he said personally he does not agree with it? Did he say that or not? If he did say that, then how
So can you give me one evidence? Can you give me one evidence where Mr. Rahul Gandhi has tried to cover up for Mr. Chavan? No. Can you give me one evidence where he's tried to protect him? Has he tried to do that at all?
What is the greatest
There
evidence?
is a
You've been
process
given
of
a
law
Lok Sabha
underway.
ticket today.
And Arnab,
what is this?
Arnab,
a Lok Sabha ticket
Arnab, now
amounts to
listen, I heard you. I heard you, now you hear me out.
A man who
now
has been
you hear
accused
me
of a
out.
quid pro quo
If
in the Adarsh report. I am asking you, Sanjay Jha, you answer me. Is it true or not that the Adarsh report, in the Adarsh report, Ashok Chavan was accused of a quid pro quo? Was he or was he not accused of a quid pro quo? Was he or was he not accused of a quid pro quo?
There was a mention that there was a quid pro quo involved with him. Fair enough. Can
So
I
yes,
ask
he
you,
was.
is there
Thank
CBI
you for
inquiry on or
certifying.
not?
So thank you for
Has that
confirming.
been, has that got,
So thank you for confirming.
Has that got anything to do with the purview? No, 1 minute. I will get my turn because Arnab
So
Goswami, you cannot
so the
make your
question
questions
is very
and not
simple.
get the answer.
And
For
remember
heaven's
today,
sake,
Sanjay
be
Jha,
democratic
people are
here.
watching tonight.
Okay, the point I'm making,
People are
and
watching,
I insist on
and
making
people are judging you.
If tomorrow I am speaking not to you, Mr. Goswami. I'm speaking to the people of India as well on behalf of my party. Therefore, you don't matter. I'm speaking to the people of India today. Give me a chance. The point I'm making is, if the Congress party has taken a decision to field Mr. Chavan, if Mr. Chavan gets convicted tomorrow by any court, he stands automatically disqualified. We are aware of that.
Then
What
why did you?
We don't know.
Come on,
So
you're
if
tying
he's been
yourself
given
up
a
in
ticket,
terrible knots tonight. Let's open this up. And by the way,
assumption
Sanjay,
of the party,
I certainly
don't matter, is that Mr. Chavan has a strong case legally. Let him fight it. Let him fight it. 1 minute. If Mr. Chavan believes it's a strong case, let him fight it. Do you have the right to sit here? Do you have the right to sit in a TV studio and decide who should get a ticket and who should not? Are you going to decide that? We are going to take a call. We have taken a risk.
Now you want to listen to something, Sanjay? You want to give one-way lectures?
But if Mr. Chavan and his lawyers, and if the party believes he can be absorbed,
and you may want to
let him
answer
fight
a
it.
few questions and
He's
not
got
get
a right
into
to fight
speech
it.
mode. Come on,
And if he
Sanjay.
gets
You have been a
convicted, he's
neta for only a
disqualified.
few months. How can you get so spoilt in a few months of being a neta that you don't like to listen to anyone but your own voice? Come on, Sanjay.
No, I don't think.
Listen
I
to
don't
others.
think
You are
there
a
is
new, brand
anything
new
wrong
neta. I know
in
that,
being a
but
neta
listen
of
to
the
others.
Congress party.
The fact of the
I think
matter
there
is
is
this.
something
Now
wrong in being a
answer the
neta of the
question,
BJP.
Sanjay.
I'm a neta of the Congress party. I'm very proud of it.
And being a neta of the Congress party, you would remember that the other netas of the Congress party in November 2010 said that we stood for the highest standards of accountability when we asked Ashok Chavan to resign. After that, and here's the opening up of the question, after the highest standards of accountability, Hartosh Singh Bal, what happens? A report comes. The Congress party says we will wait for what is in the report. The report says, Hartosh, that this man is accused of a quid pro quo in the scam. Today, the same Congress party says it doesn't matter. And when we ask them the questions, they say it doesn't matter. How does it matter? Because all that matters to them, obviously, is loyalty to the Gandhi family. And that's all that matters for the Congress party. Hartosh Singh Bal, your response to Sanjay Jha.
Mr. Chavan is not convicted.
Wash.
If
this
he was
party is
convicted, he
being
couldn't fight the
decimated because
election.
the charges of corruption it has been facing over the last 2-3 years, and its inability to act in a way that convinces the people they are serious on the issue of corruption. And now this is what they do on the eve of the elections. I mean, I'd like to ask Sanjay Jha, can he name the 3 or 4 Congress senior leaders who can overrule Rahul Gandhi? Is he really trying to say this decision was taken despite Rahul Gandhi? Then we are talking of a Congress party that none of us knew existed.
Exactly, Mr. Bal, you don't know the Congress party. Mr. Gandhi, by the way, has gone on record to say, and I don't think you read the papers either, Mr. Gandhi has said that I have been overruled very often in my own party by senior leaders with a different view. And I respect that. That's democracy. I think this is a whole hype and hoopla. It suits you to write those wonderful columns.
Sanjay, my question was very straight.
But we are a far
Can
more
you tell me
democratic
which are the
party than
Congress
it's made out to
leaders who
be.
can overrule Rahul Gandhi? I am making the claim this is a decision that comes directly from Rahul Gandhi,
why don't
and
you
it
do
is
me
a
a
betrayal of
favor?
everything he has said in public.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Bal, there are committees within the Congress even for the election. There is, by the way, a committee for marketing. There's a committee for manifesto. There's a committee for campaign. Now, if Mr. Gandhi is not...
So this is not Rahul Gandhi's decision. So this is not Rahul Gandhi's decision. Against this extreme overprotective attitude towards Rahul Gandhi. Why don't you own up that this was Rahul Gandhi's decision? Was it Rahul Gandhi's decision, Sanjay Jha, to give... Was it Rahul Gandhi's decision to give Ashok Chavan a ticket?
All I'm saying is...
Was it Rahul Gandhi's decision to give Ashok Chavan a ticket? Was it Rahul Gandhi's decision to give Ashok Chavan a ticket? Have you forgotten what Rahul Gandhi said to me? Do I need to repeat every word of Rahul Gandhi said to me during the course of my interview? Did you not see the interview, or have you pretending not to remember it?
Take the call. I know I have
party seniors. So Rahul Gandhi is held back by the party seniors and taken to the BJP. The BJP comes in to contradict you on that. The BJP.
So there is no process, there is no system, but suddenly we hear there are committees for marketing, committees for this, committees for that. Where was the committee of the government when the Prime Minister took the decision and the core committee of the Congress decided? But when the young man came in and tore the ordinance, at that time it was fine to claim credit for Rahul Gandhi. But now the committee and other things where decisions are being taken and this young man's decision is not being honored, that time we are told lectures about committee's decisions are the ones which matter. Then who actually gave the ticket to Ashok Chavan? Let them own it up.
Why are you being so protective towards...
and KG.
Why are you being so protective towards Rahul Gandhi? The question goes to you once again, Sanjay. I'll give you one more opportunity to answer it.
That the country will not have any convicted criminals in parliament.
You forgot what Rahul Gandhi said about the other scam. Now let me remind you, because I think you're losing your memory tonight, Sanjay Jha. The question is, Rahul Gandhi himself said that the decision to reject the Adarsh Judicial Commission report was wrong. Have you forgotten what he said on the 27th of December? He said, I don't agree with the decision. I want that reconsidered. That is my view. I will not allow somebody to be protected, and that somebody he was talking about was Ashok Chavan. Come on, how many times does your Congress Vice President change his mind? How many times is he entitled to publicly change his mind, Sanjay?
Arnab, thank you very much for giving me a moment. Let me tell you how Mr. Gandhi is completely justified and consistent. Nothing has changed. By the way, let me tell you what has actually happened in the case. The CBI, in fact, went to the governor for a permission for prosecution, but now they might still go ahead and try and prosecute him.
Please don't repeat the obvious. You know, even Rahul Gandhi was embarrassed at that. Even Rahul Gandhi was embarrassed about it. Come on, Sanjay, you also know that Rahul Gandhi contradicted that.
Tomorrow, he'll automatically stand disqualified. No, I'm saying tomorrow, if I'm convicted, I can't fight an election.
Therefore,
if I'm convicted after becoming an MP, I'm anyway disqualified.
The rule is one thing for the Congress, rule is everything else for others.
Can I bring a point? Arnab, I want to make a point here. Arnab, I want to make one point after that is over to you, and I will not say a word, I promise
now
you.
I'm going to play a small clip. 1 second, Sanjay, because we need to jog your memory.
Where is your outrage on Newshour? Where is your outrage on Newshour when Hukum Singh and Mr. Balian, who are booked for the riots in Muzaffarnagar, get Lok Sabha tickets and we
not
don't talk
convicted,
about that?
even by your own standards.
You know what I'll tell you?
Even by your own standards.
I'll tell you what you're trying here. What you're trying here is try and tell me.
It's a very, very serious issue.
Why are you dodging the question on Ashok Chavan just because you have no answer on Ashok Chavan? Just because you know there is still no clarity on what advice the Maharashtra government gave the governor when he declined the sanction to prosecute? Just because you know that Rahul Gandhi's own position has been reduced to an absolute farce today? Why doesn't Rahul Gandhi come and address a press conference on why he did so many U-turns on Ashok Chavan? Why did he take the people of this country for a ride when he said that to me, that every single person accused of corruption will be punished? You forgot what he said, so I'm going to play that clip right now. This is what Rahul Gandhi said when I asked him about Ashok Chavan and the issue of corruption not too long back.
The Congress party, wherever we have had issues of corruption, we have taken action on every front. No. We are the ones who brought the RTI, which is the single biggest weapon against corruption, and we got it ourselves. We are the ones who delivered RTI to this country, and it is RTI. No, I'm not.
Your cabinet rejected, your Maharashtra cabinet, you're in power, rejected the Judicial Commission report on Adarsh. Right. You made it, and after that, the governor refused to give prosecution to go against Ashok Chavan. 1 minute, sir. None of this was part of the empowerment of the people. You said you're not for it. After that, in some kind of tardy, if I may say so, partial acceptance of the report, the bureaucrats are blamed, and each and every politician, including Mr. Ashok Chavan, gets away. I want to ask you, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you said you will not compromise. You will not make small compromises. How big a compromise was it for you to continue to protect Ashok Chavan? Why are you protecting Ashok Chavan?
I made my position on Mr. Ashok Chauhan absolutely clear. I made it in front of a press conference. I made it absolutely clear exactly what I thought about that issue. Let me go back again to the issue at hand. The issue at hand is bringing in youngsters into the political system, opening the doors.
The chief minister sort of did a partial acceptance, which basically means bureaucrats are faulted in the report. They are penalized. Indicted politicians get away. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I'm asking you this because you've come up on the issue. Do you have the political conviction to push this through? What will you say to the people watching the interview today who will say, you know what, you said it, but you're not taking responsibility. The man still gets away scot-free. Why should a bureaucrat be punished and a Congress politician be let?
What I will say is that in the Congress party, anybody who does any act of corruption will be taken up and punished.
What about Ashok Chavan?
Every single person.
So when we asked him, what about Ashok Chavan? Specific question. Words come back to haunt you. What did he say, Nirmala Sitharaman?
Every single person.
And what was the question? I said, what about Ashok Chavan?
Ashok Chavan.
And he said, every single person. 27th of January. Look how the cookie crumbles, Sanjay Jha. Look how people, including Rahul Gandhi, forget what they say. Look how it all comes falling down like a pack of cards when you are faced with a desperate political situation. Yes, I see your finger go up there, and I know you don't have much of an answer, but I'll give you your turn on that before we move on. Yes, Sanjay.
I have an answer. Well, right. Arnab, one last time. That the cases against Mr. Chavan are on. As of today, if he's got the ticket, it's because he's legally entitled to do so. If he gets disqualified tomorrow on conviction, he will stand disqualified. If our party has taken a decision and a call, it's not to endorse anybody who's controversial. It's because there must be a belief that he's got a strong case of hopefully getting.
So you don't like Ashok Chavan, but you've given him a ticket. You don't believe in Ashok Chavan, but you've given him a ticket. You think there's a question mark hanging over him, but you've still given him a ticket.
Arnab, I want to
you
make a
promised the
point
people
here.
of India something else, but you still gave him a ticket.
I know, but one second. Mr. Chavan is not going to win the election in Nanded if the people don't vote for him. So let the people decide and let that verdict be respected.
Oh,
but
fantastic.
I want to make another point to you, Arnab. Please,
so why didn't you give Kalmadi a ticket then?
And please
why didn't you give Kalmadi a ticket?
Since you mentioned,
why didn't you give Kalmadi a ticket? Dodging my question once again. Why didn't you give Kalmadi a ticket?
I dare you to get Mr.
Kalmadi a ticket then?
And not Mr. Rajnath.
Why didn't you get Rahul? Why didn't you give Kalmadi a ticket?
Questions. I'll send you 20 questions from Mr. Modi, and let Mr. Modi address a press conference on not just the 2 people in Muzaffarnagar, but all the corrupt people he's hiding in his Gujarat cabinet. Then we have a really level.
Now he says get Mr. Modi on an interview. Good point out there. Now we didn't get Mr. Modi yet, but we got Rajnath Singh. A quick reminder after the Newshour tonight. This debate is continuing. We're moving to the other big issue of private sector reservations, which can change the way every young person looks out for a job in the future. But before that, quick programming reminder, right after the Newshour tonight, we have a long 1-hour intense chat with Rajnath Singh on Frankly Speaking.